I'll never forget the moment I tried lifting weights after 60. It seemed like the right thing to do to stay strong, but instead of feeling empowered, I felt something snap. It wasn't just the muscle I was trying to build, it was my confidence, my trust in my body. Most seniors don't realize that trying to build muscle the wrong way can lead to injury, fatigue, or worse. I thought I was doing everything right, but I quickly learned that there's a fine line between strength and strain. But don't worry, there's good news. I'm here to help you avoid the same mistakes I made. Over the years, I've learned the simple, effective habits that can help you build muscle safely, without risking your health. You don't need to push yourself to the brink to feel strong. Instead, it's about making smarter choices that allow you to stay active, healthy, and injury-free. In today's video, I'm going to share 6 critical muscle building mistakes that many seniors make after 60, and how to fix them. If you're someone who wants to stay strong without the pain, you'll want to stick around for the last tip. Trust me, number 6 is the most dangerous mistake of all, and it's the one many of us overlook. Welcome to Healthy Aging Advice for Elderly. I'm John, and I've dedicated myself to helping older adults like you stay active, strong, and pain-free as you age. Whether you're looking to stay independent longer, enjoy your hobbies, or just feel better in your own body, you've come to the right place. So, let's dive into these 6 muscle building mistakes, and I promise you'll walk away with practical, real-world tips you can start using today. And the best part? These tips won't just help you build muscle, they'll help you build confidence, clarity, and a sense of strength that lasts. Let's get started. Mistake 1. Lifting too heavy, too soon. I've been there before, thinking that lifting heavy weights was the magic key to building muscle and staying strong. When I first got serious about working out, I decided to jump in full force. I started with weights that seemed reasonable at the time, convinced they'd push me to the next level. But after just one session, I woke up the next day and could barely move. My joints ached, my muscles were sore in ways that felt more like injury than growth. It was a wake-up call I didn't expect, and it took me days to recover. I know I'm not alone in this. Many seniors make the mistake of thinking that lifting heavier weights means faster results. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to push harder, do more, and challenge ourselves right away. But let me tell you, it's not about how much you can lift. It's about how you lift it. So, here's the habit that helped me turn things around, and it's something I want you to try too. Instead of pushing yourself with heavy weights right from the start, focus on gradual progress. Start with lighter weights that allow you to feel comfortable and in control. You can even use household items like water bottles or resistance bands to start with, whatever feels right for you. The key is to increase the intensity very slowly over time. Aim for small improvements, just a little bit each week. Gradually increase the weight by a couple of pounds or add an extra rep to your sets. These small, consistent changes allow your muscles to adjust and grow without overloading them or risking injury. This doesn't mean you can't challenge yourself, it just means doing it wisely. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your strength won't be either. It's the slow, steady approach that will give you long-term results without sidelining you with injuries. Now, why does this work so well? Here's the science behind it. When you start with lighter weights, your muscles and joints have time to adapt to the movements. This prevents unnecessary strain on your joints, which are more susceptible to stress as we age. Over time, your muscles will build endurance and strength at a sustainable pace, meaning they'll be less likely to give out on you or cause pain. Additionally, starting slow helps you develop proper form. Lifting heavy weights too quickly often results in poor technique, which is a direct pathway to injury. By focusing on lighter weights at first, you can perfect your posture and movement patterns, ensuring that when you do ramp up the weight, your body is ready to handle it safely. Now, let me ask you, have you ever started with weights that felt too heavy, only to have your body react with soreness, stiffness, or even injury? I know I have. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, but listening to your body is key. I'd love to hear your experiences. What happened when you tried to lift too heavy, too soon? Let me know in the comments. And if you've learned from it, what adjustments did you make to keep yourself on track? Sharing your journey could help someone else avoid the same mistake. Mistake 2. Skipping warm-ups. I used to jump straight into exercises without warming up. Big mistake. I thought, why waste time warming up when I could just get to the workout? But after pushing myself without giving my body the proper preparation, I'd end up stiff, sore, and in pain afterward. It wasn't just the muscles that were sore, It was the joints, the tendons, and the ligaments that felt tight and unresponsive. It made me feel like my body wasn't working for me anymore, and that's a frustrating place to be. If you're like I was, you might think warming up is just an extra step that doesn't matter. But let me tell you, this is one mistake you can't afford to ignore. A proper warm-up is not just about avoiding pain, it's about setting yourself up for success. And if you want to stay strong and active as you age, this step is non-negotiable. So here's what I learned. Before jumping into any workout, take 5 to 10 minutes to warm up your muscles. It doesn't have to be complicated. A simple walk or light stretches can go a long way in preparing your body. Start with something easy, like a short walk around the house or on a treadmill if you have one. This gets your blood flowing and your muscles warmed up. You can also add gentle stretching for key muscle groups, especially those that are going to be involved in your workout. Focus on your shoulders, hips, legs, and back. These areas need extra care as we age. The idea here is to wake up your body, so it's ready for whatever comes next. A few minutes of light movement tells your body it's time to work, and this small habit can make a huge difference in how you feel during and after your workout. Why does warming up matter so much? Here's the science behind it. Warm-ups increase blood flow and flexibility. As you move, blood circulates to your muscles, which helps them become more responsive and prepared for the physical activity ahead. This means your muscles and joints can handle the stress of exercise more effectively. You're less likely to experience tightness or pain because the tissues are more elastic and pliable. Warming up also helps prevent injuries. When you skip this step, your muscles are cold and tight, making them more prone to strain. Think of it like trying to stretch a rubber band straight out of the freezer. It's stiff and more likely to snap. But if you warm it up first, it becomes flexible and easier to work with. Your muscles work the same way. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you warm up before you exercise? Or do you skip it like I did? If you don't, what's stopping you? Maybe it feels like a hassle, or you're just not sure where to start. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you have any warm-up tips of your own, feel free to share them with the community. Warming up doesn't have to be difficult, and it can make your workouts feel so much better. Mistake 3. Neglecting rest and recovery. I used to think more was better. I was convinced that the harder and more frequently I worked out, the faster I'd see results. So, I worked out every day, pushing myself harder each time. But instead of feeling stronger, I felt drained and tired all the time. My energy was low, my muscles were sore, and I started to dread my workouts. I was stuck in a cycle where I wasn't recovering enough, and it took a toll on my body. That's when I realized something was wrong. It's a common mistake many of us make as we age. We think that if we don't work out every day, we're not doing enough. But the truth is, not giving your body enough time to rest and recover can actually prevent you from making progress and could even lead to injury. I learned the hard way that rest isn't a luxury, it's a vital part of the process. Here's the simple habit that turned everything around for me. Take at least one full rest day between strength workouts. This means giving yourself a day off from intense activity to allow your muscles to recover, repair, and rebuild. During this time, you can still stay active with lighter exercises like walking, stretching, or yoga, but avoid heavy lifting or intense strength training. I started giving myself a full day of rest after each strength session, and it made a huge difference. I noticed that my energy levels improved, my soreness decreased, and most importantly, I started seeing real progress in my strength and endurance. Recovery isn't about being lazy, it's about helping your muscles grow and adapt so that you can keep getting stronger over time. Here's why this habit works. Recovery is just as important as the workout itself. When you exercise, especially during strength training, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. These tears are necessary for muscle growth, but they need time to heal. Without adequate rest, your muscles never have the chance to repair, grow, and get stronger. This is where the magic happens. During rest, your body rebuilds the muscles, making them stronger than before. Think of your workouts like the building blocks for strength, but rest is the cement that holds them together. If you don't allow that cement to set, you won't get the results you want. By taking time to rest, you're ensuring your muscles get the proper recovery to grow and become more resilient. It's in the recovery phase that your body becomes stronger, not just in the workout itself. Now, I want to know, how do you feel after a workout? Are you feeling energized, or are you left drained and exhausted? Do you give yourself enough time to rest, or do you push through without taking breaks? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you approach rest and recovery in your routine. If you're not giving yourself the recovery time you need, maybe now is the time to make that change and see how much better you feel. Mistake 4. Ignoring flexibility and mobility work. I used to think muscle building was all about strength. I focused only on lifting heavier weights, pushing my muscles to grow bigger and stronger. But after a while, I started to notice something was missing. My body just didn't feel as fluid, and I couldn't move the way I used to. I found myself getting stiff, especially in the mornings. That's when I realized something important. If I didn't work on my flexibility and mobility, my muscles wouldn't work as efficiently as they should. At first, I thought stretching was just something for people who weren't serious about strength training. But when I began to understand the full picture, I realized that flexibility and mobility are just as essential for building muscle as lifting weights. Without proper movement, the muscles can't perform at their best, and it increases the chances of injury. I had to change my mindset, and once I did, my workouts, and how I felt in my body, improved drastically. So, here's the habit that made all the difference for me. Incorporate daily stretching or yoga into your routine. It doesn't have to be anything too complicated or time-consuming. Even just a few minutes of gentle stretching in the morning or after your workout can make a huge difference. Start with simple stretches like reaching for your toes, doing some shoulder rolls, or stretching your arms overhead. Yoga poses like downward dog or cat-cow can help open up your back and hips. These exercises work wonders for loosening up tight muscles, improving your posture, and increasing flexibility. And remember, it doesn't have to be a long session. 5 to 10 minutes can give you enough time to focus on the areas that need it most. What's most important is that you make it a consistent habit. Think of flexibility and mobility work as essential maintenance for your body. The more regularly you do it, the more your body will thank you by moving better and feeling more balanced. Why is this so important? Flexibility and mobility exercises help improve your range of motion, prevent stiffness, and reduce the risk of injuries during strength training. When your muscles are flexible, they can stretch and contract more efficiently, which leads to better performance and less strain on your joints and tendons. For example, if your hip flexors are tight, it can limit your ability to squat or lift with good form. This might not seem like a big deal at first, but over time, that lack of mobility can cause you to compensate in other areas of your body, leading to imbalances and even injury. Working on your flexibility ensures that your muscles have the ability to move through their full range of motion, which enhances the effectiveness of your strength training and reduces the chances of pain or injury. On top of that, regular stretching helps improve circulation and reduces muscle soreness after workouts. It's like giving your body a little extra support to recover and stay ready for the next session. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you include stretching in your daily routine? It's easy to skip, but it can make all the difference in how you feel day to day and how your body performs. What's your go-to stretch or mobility exercise? Share your favorite stretches or tips in the comments. And if you haven't been stretching, maybe this is the perfect time to start. Your body will thank you. Mistake 5. Overlooking nutrition for muscle repair. I didn't realize how much my diet impacted my muscle building efforts. I thought working out harder would give me the results I wanted. But no matter how much I lifted, I wasn't seeing progress. My muscles weren't recovering properly, and I felt sluggish instead of strong. I kept wondering why my body wasn't responding the way I expected. Then it hit me, I was missing a key piece of the puzzle: nutrition. It's not just about lifting weights, it's about fueling your body with the right nutrients so it can repair and rebuild muscle fibers. Without proper nutrition, all the strength training in the world won't give you the results you want. Here's the key: make sure you're getting enough protein and healthy fats to support muscle repair. After each workout, aim for a balanced meal with protein, healthy fats, and some carbohydrates. For example, a piece of grilled chicken with avocado and sweet potato, or a smoothie with protein powder, almond butter, and berries. These meals help refuel your body. Protein rebuilds the muscle fibers that break down during exercise, while healthy fats support joint health, reduce inflammation, and aid recovery. When you work out, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. To repair and grow, your muscles need protein for the amino acids that help rebuild them. Without enough protein, your muscles can't repair properly, so you won't see the results you want. Healthy fats are crucial too. They help control inflammation, support joint health, and improve recovery. As we age, managing inflammation is key to avoiding joint pain and stiffness, so healthy fats like those in avocados, nuts, and olive oil are essential. What's your go-to post-workout meal? Do you focus on protein and healthy fats? Let me know in the comments. If you're still figuring out what works best, we can help each other out with ideas. Nutrition can be tricky, but we're in this together. Mistake 6. Failing to listen to your body. There were times when I pushed through pain, thinking I just had to power through it to get results. I believed that pain meant I was challenging myself, that it was a sign of getting stronger. Soon, I paid the price. Instead of feeling stronger, I felt more strained, and before long, I was dealing with an injury that sidelined me for weeks. I remember a time when I pushed through knee pain while doing squats. I told myself, it's just discomfort. I can handle it. That decision led to a knee injury that took far longer to heal than I expected. I regretted not listening to my body sooner. The truth I learned the hard way is that ignoring pain is never worth it. Especially as we age, pushing through pain can lead to serious injuries. We all want to stay strong, but the truth is, you don't have to push through pain to get results. It's not about being tough, it's about being smart and respecting your body's signals. So, here's the habit that helped me avoid injury: pay attention to your body. If something hurts, stop immediately. Pain is your body's way of telling you something's wrong. Ignoring it can lead to long-term damage. Instead of pushing through discomfort, modify the exercise. If you feel knee pain, try a modified version or reduce the weight. For example, switch from lunges to step-ups or do them without weights. It's important to adapt to your body's needs so you don't risk injury while still challenging your muscles. Also, focus on proper form. Sometimes pain isn't from the exercise itself, but from poor form. Prioritize safety, take breaks when needed, and don't hesitate to modify exercises. Work smarter, not harder. Listening to your body is one of the best ways to prevent injury. As we age, our bodies aren't as resilient to overuse, and recovery takes longer. When you respect your body's limits, you reduce the risk of injuries that could sideline you for weeks or longer. Pain isn't a sign of strength. It's a signal that your body needs attention. Ignoring it can lead to strains, sprains, and serious injuries. Your goal is to stay healthy and active for the long term, and you can only do that by listening to your body and allowing it time to recover. I want to hear from you. Have you ever ignored pain while exercising? What happened? Share your experience in the comments below. We've all been there, thinking pushing through discomfort will help, but sometimes it's the opposite. Let's learn from each other and stay safe, active, and pain-free. These mistakes may seem simple, but they can seriously affect your muscle building journey. I've learned the hard way, and I don't want you to. The key to staying strong after 60 is consistency and listening to your body. It's not about pushing to the limit, it's about smart, steady progress. Whether it's lifting too heavy too soon, skipping warm-ups, or not giving your body time to rest, small habits make a big difference. Take it one day at a time, and you'll see results. Which mistake are you ready to fix today? Share in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. Your story might help someone else too. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Next time, I'll share easy home exercises perfect for seniors. You're not alone on this journey, we're in it together. See you in the next video.